Hays Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. Hays Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. Hays Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. Hays Larks!
to the Larks Network. to the Larks Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 22 of the 2019 Hays Larks season. First delivery from Michael Gilliland to the leadoff hitter, Adam Schrag. It's strike one. This one grounded right back at him off his glove. Backing him up at second base is Justin Lee. The throw to Strachan pulls him a little bit off the bag. It was not in time. It's a leadoff base runner, and it's going to be ruled a hit.
The third baseman, number 3, Hays Larks.
Man on the mound tonight for the Larks from Jacksonville State, it's Michael Gilliland. 1-1 on the season through 3 appearances. 14 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, 9 walks, 11 hits allowed. 6 runs have come across on him. Only 3 of those are earned. ERA of 1.39. This one hit hard to right field. It's past Sutherland, up against the fence in the corner. Runners in scoring position now after back-to-back hits. A double from Jesus Rojas.
Now batting the second baseman, number 24, Grant Long.
Grant Long at the plate now. He's the starting second baseman for the Mud Daubers. Has runners on scoring position here with nobody out in the first. Gilliland has 2 starts on the season. This is number 3, has a whip of 1.43. In his last appearance, he threw 5 innings, recorded the loss, walked 5 guys, struck out 6, allowed 8 hits and 3 earned runs. All 3 runs earned on the season from game number 4 of the Liberal BJ series. It's a heater on the first delivery, misses outside, 1-0. Long had a solo shot in game 1 of the series last night. Not the same effort as he went 1 for 4. This one hit into left field. Divis giving it chase. It's going to drop right side of the foul line. One comes around to score. Rojas is sent home. The throw from from Kavanaugh. It's ruled a hit here. Throw from Kavanaugh was not in time to come around to score with nobody out still in the first inning.
Now batting the shortstop, number 21,
It's a double on the day for Grant Long. Coming around to score was Schrag and Rojas. For them on the season, as the 11th run, Schrag has scored, and for Rojas, that's number 5. RBIs for Long, number 10 and 11. 2-0 lead for the Mud Daubers here. 1-0 on the cleanup hitter, Dermot Friedrich. Earned runs number 4 and 5 on the season for Gilliland. He's a southpaw on the mound, throws heat, has a lot of movement on his pitches too. This one's fired in for strike 1. Larks coming to this game 17-4 overall, 11-0 in the South Central Division, 16-3 in the KCLB, but 5-3 in the Jayhawk League. They're tied, or in the Jayhawk West Division, tied with the BJs for the lead right now. BJs went 1-1 against Dodge City, the team that the Larks swept. So Liberal now 4-2 in the Jayhawk West. Larks 5-3, tied for the lead here. Daubers 6-14 overall. They're in 5-8 in the South Central Division, 4.5 games back from the lead. It's Cannons in first place. Larks run ruled them in both games. Larks took the first 3 games of this series, winning last night 5-1, won game number 2 14-2, and won game number 1 17-7. Gillen shakes off the sign from Yanez. Agrees on one. He'll go from the stretch to the right-handed Friedrich. Check over at the runner at second. The delivery home misses, but the throw over to second base, checking on the runner, not in time, off the glove of Justin Lee. Let's say this one went inside. It was a close call. A good pitch from Gillen. Couldn't bait Friedrich into swinging at it. First 3 guys up, Schrag, Rojas, and Lung all reaching base. 1 single, 2 doubles for the Mud Daubers. The 2-2 delivery, swing at it, hit it over to Justin Lee, makes the catch off the bounce, throws it over to Strachan in time for out number 1. Runner advances into scoring position at third base. He's 90 feet away from making it a 3-0 ball game.
First baseman number 22.
Defensively for your Larks, it's Brooke Brandon at third base, Matt Kavanaugh at the shortstop spot, Justin Lee at second, Alex Strachan at first base, Hernan Yanez behind the plate, Wyatt Divis in left field, Drake Angeron in center field, and George Sutherland in right field. It's 1-0 on Vince Laws, the first baseman. That's Lung at third base. This one chopped over the head of Gillen, over to Justin Lee, makes a throw over to the run on Strachan. Back-to-back ground outs to Justin Lee at second base. However, Lung comes around to score, making it a 3-0 ball game. Two away now. Bases are empty for Aaron Girdis. This one is hit into Justin Lee. It was a pop up that bounce in front of Justin Lee. Makes the catch off the bounce. Bounce a little bit himself. Back-to-back ground outs to Justin Lee to end the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. Larks trailing the Mud Daubers 3-0 here on Larks Network. Leading off the bottom of the first for the Larks is the center fielder, Drake Angeron. Angeron, the Fort Hays State University commit, played at Dodge City Community College, had a batting average of .370. Fouls this one off himself, it's 0-1. Man on the mound for the Mud Daubers, Trey Schwartz. He's from Pipe Creek, Texas. Played out Southwestern University in Kansas. On the season, no record through 3 appearances, 9 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, has allowed 17 hits, 14 runs have come across on him, only 9 of those earned, making for an ERA of 9 flat. This is his 3rd start of the season, has a whip of 2.44. This one misses low on Angeron, it's 1-1. In his last start, that was against the Liberal BJs, went 6 innings, had a strikeout, 2 walks, allowed 9 hits and 3 earned runs. Has hit 2 batters on the season. He'll throw the 1-1 to Angeron from his right hand. This one grounded over the Second baseman Grant Lung makes a throw to his first baseman Lawrence in time for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down to start the game for the Larks. So up next is Wyatt Davis.
Number 16, Wyatt Davis.
Wyatt Davis, the left fielder tonight. On deck is Justin Lee, followed by Alex Strachan. Nobody on, 1 away. His first look as Schwartz delivery to him at shoulder level, 1-0. Davis picked up another win on his season last night. Larks won game number 3 of this series, 5-1. This is game number 4 in the final one. Larks took the first 3 games looking to make it a sweep here tonight. It's 2-0 on Davis. They'll get tomorrow off, be back here They'll get tomorrow and Thursday off, and then be back here on the 28th this Friday versus the Liberal BJs, game 1 of that 4-game series. 2-1, that'll be a 4-game series. In the last 4-game series, Larks lost game 1 against the BJs. Game number 2, the man on the mound was Wyatt Davis, who's at the plate now, picked up another win. That was win. This is called strike 2 on him for Davis on the season. In game 2, that was win on the season for him. Number 3, picked up number 4 last night. That was the only game the Larks won that series, dropped the next 2 games. The 2-2 fouled back at the net. Will reset, go 2-2 again. Three hits in the first inning for the Mud Daubers, 3 runs as well. All earned from Gilliland, numbers 4, 5, and 6 on the season. Davis swings at this one, hits it over the left side of the field, line drive, but foul. Gilliland, even though he's just a freshman at JSU, has experience and is wise, and he understands the game of baseball just as much as any veteran pitcher. He knows what to do to bounce back this inning, and I'm sure he will. The 2-2 delivery, swing at it, hit over to Lung, who makes it in his glove, tosses it to Lance in time for out number 2. 5 straight batters, whether it's the Larks or Mud Daubers, grounding out to second base. 2 away with nobody on for the Larks second baseman, Justin Lee. Justin Lee's played in the outfield mostly for the Larks this season, whether it's in left or right field. Played at Cochise College for his freshman and sophomore season, and for about half of his freshman year, he said, he played at second base. Had a grand slam in game number 1 of this series. He leads the league in total bases and RBIs. This is his first look as Schwartz. This one is ruled strike 1. Lee on the season hitting .421. Pops this one over the right side, giving chases Lawrence and Schrack. It's over in the Mud Daubers bullpen. Foul ball, it's 0-2 now on Justin Lee. He has 57 total bases on the season. The guy in second place for the Larks is Drake Andron with 45. Andron is also second in the league in total bases. It goes Lee, followed by Andron, Sutherland, and Sutherland is tied with Belvin in third place. The 0-2 runs outside. It's 1-2. Scoreboard here, red 1-2. Home plate umpire Randy Jordan saying it's 2-1. This one misses low. It's a 3-1 hitters count. Home plate umpire Randy Jordan. It's Doug Clark on the base paths. Schwartz on the mound delivers the 3-1. Nice swing from Justin Lee. just fouled it off. It's full count on him now. Due up for the Mud Daubers will be the 7, 8, 9 holes, Embry, Meredith, and Ross. Larks wearing their home white pants, white vest, red sleeves. Mud Daubers, back-to-back days wearing the gray jerseys with the gray pants. The payoff pitch to Justin Lee. Found over to the right side now. We'll get another payoff pitch. Angeron started off this bottom of the first, grounding out to Lung. Divis followed that with the ground out to Lung of his own. Bases are empty with 2 away, full count on Justin Lee. The payoff pitch misses low. It's a walk with 2 away. The batting order for your Larks. Andron led it off, followed by Divis and Lee. Alex Strachan at the plate now. He's the cleanup hitter. In the 5 hole is Mikey Gangwish, followed by Sutherland, Brandon Yanez, and rounding out the order is Matt Kavanaugh. For Lee on the season, that's walk number 10. This one misses outside, 1-0. Strachan batting .300 on the season, struck out 11 times, has driven in 6 runs, 11 total bases. The 1-0 to him, misses low, it's 2-0. Over at first base, Lee, an aggressive runner with speed. We'll see if he pulls anything here. 12 stolen bases on the season. The 2-0, a swing and a miss, losing his elbow guard. Once again is Strachan. That's the second time this series. He's taken a cut, lost his guard, and tosses the guard to the dugout. It's 2-1. This one in the left-hander's batter's box. Justin Lee takes off the throw. Had it not bounced, would have been in time with that bounce. Slowed it up and made the tag high. Lee's in there safely. He's in scoring position. It's a 3-1 hitters count for Strachan. This is strike 2. Back-to-back full counts for the Larks here in the bottom of the first. Nice job of getting Shore's pitch count as high as they can get it through the first 4 batters. He'll step off the rubber, step back on. Strachan, practice swing, gets set for his payoff pitch. The delivery from the stretch, runs low. It's back-to-back walks on the season. That's number 7 on the season for Schwartz. Runners on first and second with 2 away for the DH, Mikey Gangwish in his 3rd year with the Larks. For Strachan, that is walk number 4 on his season in just game number 9. Gangwish leads the league in walks. He's at the plate now. Last night's ball game, he added to his total. He's went 0 for 3 last night. Picked up walk number 24 in the season. In second place is the 2-hole for the Larks, Wyatt Divis. One 1-0 on Gangwish. Gangwish batting .294 on the season, 15 hits, 2 home runs, 6 doubles. Justin Lee is at second base, Alex Strachan at first place. On deck is George Sutherland, the beverage batter for the Larks. In the hole is Brooke Brannon. The delivery to him is a nicely hit ball, but Lung races back. Lung retiring all 3 outs, just like Justin Lee did in the top of this inning. So we'll head to the top of the second inning. Larks lead 2 on base. They trail the Mud Daubers 3-0 here on Larks Network.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Top of the second we go here on Larks Network. Michael Gillen returning for his second inning of work. 3 earned runs in the first inning. He'll go from the windup to the left fielder, Cole Embry, who grounds this one over foul to the right side. 7:28 p.m. here in Larks Park to start the second inning. Lefty versus lefty, the delivery. Nice pitch, can't bait. Embry into swinging at the breaking ball. It's 1-1. Embry appeared in last night's ball game, went 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. It's 1-2. The delivery, a changeup from Gillen and a pretty one. Strikeout number 1 of the ball game, number 20 on the season. Nathan Meredith, the catcher, at the plate now. Got the night off last night. On the season, Meredith is batting 182, 5 total bases. Scoreboard at Larks Parks read a 1-0 count. This one is swung at, hit into shallow center field. Andron and Lee racing to it. Justin Lee makes the catch over his head. A nice play from the second baseman, outfielder, DH, you name it. All 6 outs in the first inning had something to do with the second baseman. 3 ground outs to Justin Lee for the Mud Daubers, and then 2 ground outs for the Larks, and then they line out to the second baseman. It's 0-1 with 2 away to Sam Ross, the DH. 0-2 after back-to-back strikes from Gillen. I said I had confidence in Gillen that he would bounce back this inning, doing a great job of starting the hitters out with strikes and throwing a lot of strikes. Gets Ross to pop this one over to the right side. Strachan makes the catch right by the Mud Daubers dugout. Almost stepped in there, but he makes the catch for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the second here on Larks Network. Larks trailing the Mud Daubers 3-0.
To the Larks Network.
Bottom of the second, we go here from Larks Park in downtown Hays, Kansas. Larks trailing 3-0 early. Leading it off in the second inning is George Sutherland. His first look at Trey Shores. This one misses far high. 1-0 on the lefty. Sutherland on his season, third in the league in total bases, tied with Jared Belbin. And then in the hit column, third in the league as well. Fifth in the lead in singles. Checks his swing on this one wisely. It misses outside. It's a hitter's count. On his season, Sutherland's hitting .397, 5 stolen bases, 19 RBIs, 37 total bases. It's a 5-pitch walk to start the second inning for Sutherland.
From Jacksonville State, the third baseman, number 2, Brooke Bannon.
At the plate now for the Larks is the right-handed hitting third baseman, Brooke Brannon. Sutherland at first base has speed. 5 stolen bases on the season, has only been caught once. Larks really don't have any slow players. They have a lot of fast guys, just some more aggressive than others. It's 1-0 on Brannon. Brannon from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, played at JSU, .217 batting average and an RBI in his freshman season. Was ranked the 3rd best shortstop in Alabama by Perfect Game and an All-American by the same company, bringing his talents to Hays, Kansas for the summer of 2019. On the season, he stood hitting .318, 8 runs scored, 7 hits. And last night's ball game, Brannon was the 2-hole, went 1 for 2 with the run scored. Two and 1 count now. Brannon playing the hot corner tonight. Yanez on deck, the catcher.
Everybody clap your hands.
Back-to-back hitters counts for the Larks to start the second inning. The delivery from Schwartz popped up over past second base into shallow right field. Long calls off Schrag. Makes his 4th out of the game. So up next is a switch hitter, Hernan Yanez, with a runner on first and 1 away.
Number 24, Hernan Yanez.
Yanez has hit almost every at-bat in this series from the left-handed side. Got 1 at-bat from the right-hand side. He's a switch hitter. There's been a lot of switch hitters over the years for the Larks, most notably Lance Berkman, the 6-time MLB All-Star, 2011 World Series champion. In the same year, he was the National League Comeback Player of the Year. Check over at Sutherland. Sutherland's reactions keen. He's in there safely. This one at the letters of Yanez, 1-0. It's 1-1 now on Yanez. The 1-1 delivery runs inside, 2-1. Sutherland started off this inning with a 5-pitch walk. Brannon just popped up too long. Yanez at the plate, Kavanaugh the 9-hole on deck. Drake Andrew on the top of the order in the hole. 2-1 delivery outside. 3 hitters counts in a row for the Larks. This delivery at the bottom part of the zone, called strike 2. Yanez is about to flip his bat over to the on-deck circle and take his base for the second walk of the inning. 4th of the game for the Larks. However, it's rolled strike 2. We'll get our payoff pitch here from Trey Shores. It's a swing and a miss for Yanez. That's no swing on the controversial ball or strike right there, proving fatal. First strikeout of the game for Schwartz, number 6 on the season. The runner at first with 2 away. Coming up to the plate is Matt Cavanaugh, the shortstop for the Larks. You heard Cavanaugh on the broadcast last night, trying to get another player up here tonight. There was a strong possibility he was going to come in relief last night. Did not come in. Tonight he's going to start at shortstop. 1-0 delivery to him, fouled over the right side, 1-1. This delivery over into the left-hander's batter's box. Sutherland thought about going, pulls himself over, retreat back to first, 2-1 on Cavanaugh. On the season, Cavanaugh hitting .333 through 78 at-bats, 32 total bases. Delivery again into the left-hander's batter's box. All 4 hitters for the Larks thus far in this inning work themselves into a hitter's count. When it comes to hits, Cavanaugh 4th in the league. Guy in 3rd place is standing at first base. Sutherland takes off. This one is a nicely placed ball. Rojas gets it in his glove, makes the throw on the jog over to Lawrence at first base, retires Cavanaugh. That's the first time that a ground out in this game has not been to the second baseman. We'll head to the top of the 3rd here on Larks Network. Larks still trailing the Mud Daubers 3-0.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Top of the 3rd we go here from Larks Network. On the mound is still Michael Gilliland. It's 1-1 to the leadoff hitter. It's Schrag, top of the order, 2-1. 2-1 from Gillen, swung on and missed, 2-2. Gillen on the mound, southpaw, 3 earned runs in the first inning, had a 1-2-3 inning in the second, picked up strikeout on the season, number 20, and then back-to-back pop-ups to end it. It's 2-2 here. This one swung at, grounded over to Kavanaugh, makes a throw on the hop. Used to be Derek Jeter's style of throw, but Kavanaugh is making it his own this summer. 1 up, 1 down to start the third inning. Up next, Hays Rojas doubled in the first, came around to score on the RBI double from Grant Lung, drove in Schrag and Rojas with that swing of the bat. One away, nobody on. This one popped over the right side, out of play. Larks still tied for first in the Jayhawk West Division with the BJs. Dodge City helping them out, going 1-for-1, going 1-1 in their 2-game series against the BJs. This one hit over to the right side into the outfield for a base hit. Rojas now has a double on the and a single on his day. Runner on first with 1 away for Grant Lung. Had that 2-run double in the first. Lung is from Arizona. Jesus Rojas from Venezuela at first base. Checking his swing. About a quarter of the way through, pulls back. It's 1-0. Gillen takes a couple of looks over at Rojas. Fires this one in. It's outside. 2-0. Off the glove of Yanez. Yanez keeping his eye over at Rojas at first base. This one, a nice pitch called strike 1. Lung tried to frame it from the batter's box, you could say. Tried to move away like he was going to get hit by a pitch, but it was a nicely placed pitch on the inside part of the plate. Strike number 1. 2-1 delivery, popped over the left side and out of play. Into the Larks fan pavilion.
For foul balls. When you return it to the Larks, mass check with Janet Building. And you receive $1 courtesy of the Hays Police Department.
Time is called. Gillen steps off the rubber. He'll step back in, deliver from the stretch. Is 2-2 delivery at 7:46 p.m. in downtown Hays. Is a check swing from Lung off the chest protector of Yanez. Rojas round second base, was looking to go to third. It's a full count now. Runner in scoring position with 1 away. The payoff pitch from Gillen, swung out, hit hard into right field. Sutherland gets under, makes the catch on the move. Crow hops the throw to Brandon at third base, not in time. Runner advances to third base, 2 away.
Shortstop, number 21, Kermit British.
First ball hit far into the outfield tonight for the Mud Doggers. Up next, cleanup hitter Dermot Friddish grounded out to Justin Lee in the first inning for out number 1. This one is ruled strike 1. Catching the corner is Gilliland. On deck is Vince Lawrence. In the hole is Aaron Girdis. Gilliland takes 3 peeks over at Rojas. Delivers this one inside and low, 1-1. This one swung at, hit to the right side. Gilliland 1 strike away from stranding a runner at third base.
Ethan Brown doing the Larks bad boy honors tonight.
Head coach for the Mud Daubers is Kevin Tucker. No assistant coaches with him. Pulling a player out of the dugout to do the first base coaching duties. Gilliland takes a look at Rojas, delivers, almost got Friddish to swing at it. He pulls back, it's 2-2. Two-way runner on third, the 2-2, far outside its full count. Larks looking for the sweep tonight. They find themselves down 3 runs with 2 away in the third inning. Time is called again. Gilliland steps back on the rubber, waiting on Friddish to step back in. Righty versus lefty here. Gilliland delivers from his southpaw stretch. It's a swing and a miss. Got Friddish ahead of this one. His second strikeout of the day on the mound, number 21 on the season. Gilliland did a nice job controlling that runner at third base. We'll head to the bottom of the third here at Larks Park. Larks trailing Mud Daubers 3-0.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the third, we go back to the top of the order. It's Drake Andron. Andron grounded out to the second baseman in the first inning. Grounds out to the shortstop to start the bottom of the third for the Larks. One away, nobody on for the left fielder, Wyatt Divis. Andron now 0 for 2, was on an extreme hot streak, to say the least. Going into that Liberal series, the BJs did a nice job of cooling him off. He was starting to pick up steam in this series. Looking to pick it up tonight. He's 0 for 2, still leads the league in hits. Divis now at the plate, 0 for 1 with a ground out. It's 0-1 on him here. Davis did not play in last night's ball game. Strike 2 on him. Davis on the season, coming this one, hitting .328, 19 runs scored, and just as many hits for the lefty. Two misses low, 1-2. Trying to get a player on the air here tonight. We had a few come up to the box. Couldn't get any of them to hop on a mic. Still try to do my best to get one up here. I told him when they head back down to the dugout to send someone up here. It's still 1-2 on Davis. Davis 4-0 on the season on the mound through 5 appearances, 4 starts. Randy Jordan, the home plate umpire, calls time. He's going to change balls with the pitcher, Schwartz. Schwartz shakes it off. He'll step back up on the rubber. Deliver the 1-2 to Davis. One away, Andron grounded out to start this inning. On deck is Justin Lee. Had a walk in the first inning. 1-2 at the eye level of Davis. It's 2-2. Two hit into left field hard. Retreating is Embry. He goes back, goes to his right, makes the catch about 4 feet in front of the warning track for out number 2. Davis now 0 for 2 on the day. Schwartz having the best start for any of the Mud Daubers pitchers of the series. Larks scored 3 in the second inning last night. None scored in the first or second tonight. Mud Daubers picked up 3 in the first, held silent since by Gillen and company. Justin Lee walked in the first inning, got as far as second base, had to stay there after the line out from Gangwish. Lee was 0 for 4 in last night's ball game with a strikeout. Had a grand slam in game 1. He's second in the league in hits. Second in the league in hits, leads the league in total bases and RBIs and triples. And doubles. Checks his swing. They say he didn't go. On the base paths umpire, Doug Clark, saying safe. 1-1 on him. He reads this off-speed pitch well, sends it into left field. Going to his left is Embry. Makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Larks in the third. We head to the top of the fourth here on Larks Network. Larks trailing Valley Center 3-0.
the Larks Network.
Top of the fourth we go. Michael Gillen returning to the mound. Showing bunt is number 22, Vince Lantz. This one ran inside and high. He shows bunt still. Pops it over the net, over the press box. On one delivery, hit hard into right field on a line drive. It bounces to Sutherland's left, up against the corner by the 319 marker in right field. It's a leadoff stand-up double. Lantz 1 for 2 in the day. Runner in scoring position with nobody out for Aaron Jarrett is grounded out to Lee in the first to end the top of the first. Gillen coming to this one, an ERA of 1.93, had 2 starts. This is number 3 on the season, a 1-1 record. All his earned runs on the season came in Game 4 of the Liberal BJ Series. However, it was only 3 earned runs. Struck out 19 coming to this one, made it 21 in the last inning. Showing bunt is Jurtis. It misses 1-0. Making the adjustments, Brandon in the hot corner, Strachan at first base. All teammates at JSU along with Michael Gillen on the bump. Jurtis shows bunt again this one. We'll say it was off the plate and off Jurtis. Foul ball 1-1. Jordan gonna have a talk with Gillen. Not sure what it was about. Leo has something to say. Umpires Randy Jordan and Doug Clark gonna have a chat about it outside the mound. Gillen will deliver the 1-1 from the stretch. This is a nice pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate. 1-2. Jurtis likely, if he's wise, won't show bunt here. Brandon and Strachan respectively making the adjustments at third base and first. Gillen delivers the 1-2. It's a breaking pitch. Gets Jurtis to swing at this one. Angeron calls off Divis in left center field. Makes the catch for out number 1. Runner stays at second. Gillen, nice choice of pitch and location for a flyout here, trusting his defense behind him. Up next is Cole Embry, the left fielder. Started off the second inning with a strikeout. Embry was coming to this one, batting .214, 10 walks, 9 total bases. Time is called. Gillen steps off the rubber. He'll step back on. First delivery to Embry. Ball with speed on it. Runs outside. 1-0. This is game 4 of the series. Larks won the first 3. This is the 4th and final game. Larks looking for the sweep here tonight. They'll get tomorrow and Thursday off. Be back here Friday night versus Liberal BJs. I'll be gone, but Taylor Wassinger, voice of the Larks last year, taking over the duties for those 4 games. I'll be back here July 4th when the Larks travel to Wellington, Kansas after the BJ series. One, a nice pitch. Just couldn't get it to catch the plate. Embry turned around like it was going to hit him, and it looked like it was, and ball broke, just missed inside. It's 2-1. This one hit right back up at Gilliland. A dive from Lee. It's into center field. Andron hustles to it. Strachan cuts it off. Runners at the corners with one away. Andron and Strachan do a nice job keeping the runner Lawns at third base. Runners at the corners with one away for Nathan Meredith. Dylan likely will throw something low in the zone, trying to get a double play. Justin Lee and Matt Cavanaugh talking in the middle of the infield, discussing plans potentially to get him out of this inning. First delivery lined at Cavanaugh, barely has to move, thinks about going over to Strachan, holds it. There's two away now. One pitch, one out for Meredith.
The designated hitter, number 9, Sam Ross.
Sam Ross at the plate now. His season, he was coming this one, batting 143, dropped that total in his last at-bat in the second inning. He popped up to Strachan in foul territory for out number 3. Has 2 hits on the season through those 15 at-bats, 1 run scored. It's an off-speed pitch from Gilliland, catches the outside part of the plate. It's 0-1. 6 hits for the Mud Daubers. Larks will look for their first hit of the game in the bottom of the 4th. Gilliland delivers. It's a heater that misses low. Yanez doing a nice job of blocking it, keeping runners at the corners. One grounded back up the middle. Lee dives for that second base, can't get the leather on it. It's a 2-out base hit. Driving in a run is Ross. Coming around to score is Lawns. That's the first time he scored today. Drove in 1 on his ground out in the first inning. It's a 4-0 lead for the Mud Daubers. For Ross, that's his second RBI of the season. For Lawns, run scored number 10. This one off the turf, off Yanez, tries to grab it off the ground, can't get it. So runners advance to second and third, 2 in scoring position with 2 away. Gillen will deliver to the righty, top of the order, Schrag. He started the third inning with a ground out. Fouls off the 1-0 pitch. It's 1-1. Larks will look to rally in the bottom of this inning, trying to get their first hit. Leading it off will be Strachan, followed by Gangwish and Sutherland. Time called again. Doug Clark, the base paths umpire, calls it. Gillen sets back on the rubber, awaits. Strag, he'll fire in the 1-1 from the stretch, takes a look over at third base, and Embry delivers a swing and a miss. Yanez makes the toss from the ground to Gillen. It's past the glove of Gillen. It's ruled an error on Yanez. 6 runs now for the Mud Daubers as Embry and Ross come around to score. Yanez frustrated with himself behind the plate. Looks her, asks for some water. Frank Leo coming out of the dugout. Nash Neff race to the water jug to go get his catcher some water. And as Hurt showing something at the neck level, Neff races out, gets him some water. Hopefully he's healthy. Larks have shallow depth as it is. Catcher spot definitely not one you can lose, as it's one of the toughest positions probably the toughest position in baseball. Larks rotate between Yanez, Gangwish, and McGuire. McGuire getting the night off tonight. He's selling tickets for the Larks. And then Gangwish is the DH. 1-2 is the count. Yanez sets back in. The 1-2 misses just outside. 2-2. This one swung at. Brandon makes it off a couple of bounces. Throws over to Strachan in time for out number 3. Valley Center gets 3 in the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Larks trying the Mud Daubers 6-0. Bottom of the 4th we go. Leading it off is the first baseman cleanup hitter, Alex Strachan. On the mound still is Trey Swartz. He walked Strachan in the first inning. Walked Lee and Strachan in the first. Walked Sutherland to start off the bottom of the second. Making his walk total on the season 8. 1-0 here on Strach. This one misses. 2-0. Larks fans, don't forget to follow the Larks on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribing on YouTube help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Once we do, we'll be able, due to YouTube's policy, to be able to stream these games via YouTube right from the Larks homepage on the website. 3-0 now to Strachan, looking to pick up his second walk of the day, be the leadoff base runner, trying to start a rally. This one, breaking ball, catches the outside part of the plate. It's 3-1 hitters count for Strachan. The hitters count delivery, swung on, hit over the left side of the field. Frank Leo, the third base coach, makes a nice play on it. Full count now to Strachan. Strachan from Madison, Alabama, played at Jacksonville State. He's a sophomore there in his career. 10 home runs, 22 RBIs, 254 batting average. The full count delivery. Runs outside. It's the second walk of the day for Strachan. So a leadoff base runner for the Larks. At the plate now is the DH, Mikey Gangwish. On deck is Sutherland. In the hole is Brandon, followed by Yanez and Kavanaugh. Gangwish on the day lined out to Lung to end the first inning. Mud Daubers got 3 in the first, none in the second, none in the third. 3 in the fourth. Larks held silent through the first 3, still looking for their first hit tonight. Gangwish leads the league in runs and walks. Has 24 runs and just as many walks, 15 hits, 7 of those singles, 6 doubles, 2 home runs, making a total base count of 27. It's 1-1 on him now. This one misses, 2-1. The 2-1 delivery runs inside, almost catches his elbow. It's a hitter's count now for him. Back-to-back batters to start this inning with a hitter's count. Larks looking to rally here. They were down 11 runs in the first inning in Game 4 of the Park City Rangers series. It's back-to-back walks for the Larks. He's adding to his league-leading walk total. Runners at first and second with nobody out. First, George Sutherland, who walked to lead off the bottom of the second.
Right fielder, number 8, George Sutherland.
First stretch, and that was walk number 5 on the season. Rojas going to come in from third base, talk to his pitcher, Schwartz. For Gangwish, that was walk number 25. Time is called. Umpire Doug Clark chatting with Schwartz. Rojas points at the mound a few times. During this pause, we'll go to this day in Larks history. On June 24th, 1959, Leroy Brungart tossed a 4-hit shutout and had 8 strikeouts in a 6-0 win over Victoria in WCKL action at Larks Park. Tony Pfeiffer pitched a complete game for Victoria, allowing 5 hits with 10 strikeouts. Excuse me, that's last night's one. On June 25th, 1995, the Larks swept a Jayhawk League doubleheader from St. Joseph, Missouri at Larks Park, winning the opener 3-2 and blanking the Cardinals in the nightcap 4-0. Right-hander Justin Fry pitched a 3-hitter with 11 strikeouts. Darren DeRue smacked a 2-run double in the first game, originally scheduled for the night before but rained out. Right-hander Robert Keynes picked up that win with John Price getting the save. Corey Hart homered for the Larks. It's 0-1 on Sutherland. Make sure you follow Larks on social media. Stay up to date with all things Larks and see this day in Larks history on Facebook. Owen runs inside. Did it catch Sutherland's shoe? It looked like it might have hit him. He stays in the box. It's 1-1. Runners advance to second and third. This one grounded up the middle. Fritish gets it over to first in time for out number 1. Larks scored their first run of the game. Fans feeling that one. Lead cut to 5. Larks were down 11 runs in Game 4 of the Park City series. They were down 11 in the first inning, rallied back, ended up winning it 18-12, scoring 12 unanswered. So I've said it before, but if any team can do it in a comeback like this, it's certainly the Larks. Scoring with Strachan on third base is Gangwish. It's 1-0 to Brooke Brannon. For Sutherland, that was RBI number 20 on the season. third most on the team behind Belvin and Justin Lee. 1-1 reads the scoreboard here at Larks Park. For Strachan, that's run scored number 4 on the season. Larks still yet to get a hit. This one hit into left field. Embry gets under it. He's called off by the center fielder Girdis. Makes the catch, throws home, pulls the catcher Meredith away from the plate. Gangwish comes around to score, steps on home plate. Larks cut this lead to just 4 runs. Bases are empty with 2 away for Hernan Yanez. Sacrifice fly for Brandon. He's at 0 for 1 the day with that sacrifice fly and a pop-up. Coming around to score is Gangwish, adding to his total of his leading run count. Run number 25 on the season for Brandon, RBI number 8. Yanez, a switch hitter, delivery to him. Runs inside and low, 1-0. Movement in the Mud Daubers bullpen. Can't get a number on it from here. Yanez on the season hitting .308 through 52 at-bats, 16 hits, 23 total bases, has a home run, no triples, 4 doubles, and 11 singles. It's 1-1. Mud Daubers scored 3 in the top of this inning. Larks scored 2 so far in the bottom with 2 away. The 1-1 delivery runs inside, 2-1. No errors for the Mud Daubers, 1 for the Larks. That was from the guy that played Hernan Yanez. He's been consistent defensively for the Larks, has a cannon at third base, consistent behind the plate. This one is fouled off. It's 2-2. For Yanez, his 4th error of the season. Has turned to double play and has 58 putouts and 24 assists. 2-2, off-speed misses high, it's full count. Scoreboard changed from full count to a 3-1 hitters count. This one runs outside, it's a walk for Yanez. 3rd walk of this inning for Schwartz. Number 11 on the season, came in 5 walks on the season through 9 innings pitched. So runner around first base with 2 away for Matt Cavanaugh, the 9-hole. For Yanez, that's walk on the season for him, number 15. It's 0-1 on Matt Cav. This one chin level over the outside part of the plate, 1-1. This one grounded over to Rojas, throws it to second base. Lung gets it. We'll head to the top of the 5th here after the Larks get 2 in the bottom of the 4th. They trail it 6-2. Top of the 5th we go. 6-2 lead for Valley Center. It's Jesus Rojas leading it off. Michael Gillen returning to his mound for his 5th inning of work. One and 0 delivery, grounded over the head and glove of Gillen. Kavanaugh backs him up, spins, throws it over the head of Strachan. That'll be ruled in error on Kavanaugh. A rarity, second error of the game for the Larks. Jesus Rojas now 2 for 3 on the day, reaching on the E6.
The second baseman, number 24, Grant Long.
At the plate now is Grant Lung, run on first with nobody out. Kavanaugh's been consistent for defense all summer long for the Larks. That's his first error of the season. 50 assists, 22 putouts through 135 innings. This one swung at, fouled off, 0-1. Long homeward in game 1, a solo shot off Christian Piercy. His teammate Lons had a solo shot as well in that same inning. Larks retaliated, had a grand slam in the 7th off the bat of Justin Lee, and then a 3-run shot off the bat of Jimmy De Leon. Now it was in the 7th inning. Larks were down that grand slam, put them ahead by 2 runs. Could use another comeback here as the Larks find themselves down by 4 in the top of the 5th. Nice pitch from Gillen. Very pretty one in the zone, called strike 2. Had a lot of movement on him. Dropped and moved across the plate. Gillen looks at Rojas, delivers the 0-2. This one grounded to Lee. Strachan retreats to first base, makes the catch for out number 1. Lung now 1 for 3 on the day after that ground out.
The shortstop, number 21, Kermit Friedrich.
Friedrich at the plate now. 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a strikeout. Gillen delivers from his left hand. The delivery fouled off. Scoreboard still reads 0-0 count. We'll wait for the sign from home plate umpire Randy Jordan. One and 1. One delivery, popped back at the net. It's 1-2. Top of the 5th here at Larks Park. It's cooled off. It was 89 degrees at 8 o'clock. Wind picking up, moving in from right field. The 1-2 with one away, misses on the turf, 2-2. Larks looking to go 12-0 in South Central play. They're in the Jayhawk West Division, undefeated here. We're 8-0 coming in this series. Took games 1, 2, and 3. Run road games 1 and 2. They came back in game 1. This is strike 3 called in the inside park. The second time that Gillen has struck out Friedrich.
Number 22, Vince Lons.
2 away for Lons. Lons doubled in the 4th, came around to score. Gillen will deliver from the stretch to the fellow lefty. It's a nice pitch, gets him ahead of this one. It's strike 1. This one outside, Yanez tries to frame it unsuccessfully. It's 1-1 with 2 away. Runner 90 feet from scoring, it's Jesus Rojas. Reached on in the air from Kavanaugh to start off this inning. The 1-1, nice pitch from Gillen. Gets launches a swing and miss with this one. It's 1-2. Good attendance from the Larks supporters. Now 2/3 full here on a Tuesday night. Free shirts tonight at Larks Park thanks to Taco Shop in Hays. 1-2, it's a swing and a miss. It's in the turf. Yanez gets it, tosses it to Strachan. Jesus Rojas runs home. Strachan strikes out back-to-back to end the 5th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Larks trailing the Mud Daubers 6-2.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
New pitcher on the mound for the Mud Daubers. It's Dylan Navarrete. His first pitch to Drake Angeron. Looks inside, drops into the zone late. 0-1, swing and a miss from Angeron. These two guys, Angeron and Navarrete, teammates at Dodge City Community College. Navarrete from Dumas, Texas, played at DCC with Angeron. In game 1 of this series, he picked up the loss coming in relief. It was a 17-7 win for the Larks. It's 1-2. He threw 1 inning, allowed 4 hits and 4 earned runs, walked a guy, struck out none. On the season, 13 strikeouts. Angeron lines out to left field to start the 5th. Angeron now 0 for 3 on the day.
On the fielder, Wyatt Davis.
And Wyatt Davis at the plate, a ground out and a pop-up on his day so far. Navarrete on the season, 7 innings pitched, 0-1. 7 games appeared in 16 innings pitched, 14 hits allowed, 10 earned runs, ERA of 5.62. Has allowed 1 home run and 8 walks. Has struck out 13 on the season. Delivery from Navarrete to Davis. It's strike 1 called. It's 1-1. Larks still looking for their first hit in this one. This one catches the outside part of the plate, 1-2. 1-2, lefty to lefty here. Navarrete delivers from the windup. It's a swinging ball hit softly over the right side. Lund gets it, throws it over to Lawns in time for out number 2. Larks still no hits. 2 away, nobody on for the 3-hole. Justin Lee walked in the first, reached second base, couldn't get past there. Reached again in the third. Excuse me, no, it was the third out of the third inning.
Remember, Larks fans, Larks Park is a no-smoking facility. We appreciate your cooperation.
Navarrete delivers to Lee. This is Lee's first look at him here tonight. Pitching better than he did in that one inning in game 1. First strike here, it's 0-1. This one is popped into shallow center field. Lund makes the catch, rolls for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the 6th here on Larks Network. Larks still trailing Valley Center 6-2.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
First pitch from Gilliland to number 4. Aaron Girdis is lined past the glove of Brooke Brandon in the hot corner. Putting the hot and hot corner off that bat. That was steamed past him. Leadoff base runner, 1 pitch, 1 hit. Michael Gilliland still on the mound. Movement in the Larks bullpen. Can't quite tell who it is. Once I figure it out, I'll let you know here on the broadcast. Check over at first base, not in time. Gilliland delivers from the stretch. Showing bunt is Embry. This is fouled over the left side. Brandon reading it well, going in. Delivery showing bunt again. Brandon gets his glove on it, throws it over to Strachan in time for out number 1. Advancing to scoring position is Girdis.
The catcher at number 5, Nathan Meredith.
Nathan Meredith at the plate to line out in a pop-up on the day for him. 1 away, runner on second. Larks have been no hit through the first 5 innings. Still managed to put 2 on the board in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0. 2 errors from the Larks, 1 from Kavanaugh, 1 from Yanez. Gillen looks over at the runner at second a couple times. He's moving. Justin Lee at second base, looking to maybe potentially go over there for a pickoff. He was moving as well. Gillen steps off the rubber with all the motion. He'll step back on and deliver to Meredith a 1-0 count. This one misses outside, 2-0. Larks will be off tomorrow night and Thursday night. You can catch the first game of the Liberal BJ series on Larks Network Friday. First pitch at 7. I'll be gone. Taylor Wassinger will be on the call. Gillen spins, no throw. Kevin Tucker, the Mud Daubers coach, comes out of his third base coaching spot. Not sure if he wanted a balk there. He says something to the umpire, shrugs it off, heads back to it's 3-0. One away, runner in scoring position at second base. The 3-0 delivery, a heater from Gillen, taking all the way is Meredith. It's a hitter's count for him. Lee goes over to second base. Gillen delivers. It's a swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Gillen. It's a full count. Several Larks getting the day off. De Leon Skylar Luna is hurt. He's been hurt for a while now. Still waiting on the word from his doctor. Talking to him yesterday. Still have to see if it's fractured. The 3-2 delivery is a swing and a miss for out number 2. Gillen was down 3 on the count, working himself 3 straight strikes for a strikeout. Meredith now 0 for 3 at the day. At the plate is Sam Ross, 1 for 2, a single and a pop-up. This delivery to him, ball strike 1. Jared Belbin getting the night off as well. Max McGuire getting some rest as well. 0-1. It's a nice pitch from Gillen. 5 straight strikes. The 0-2. Lefty to righty. The delivery swung on, hit into left field. Divis retreats. He watches it. It's over the fence for a home run for Valley Center. They take an 8-2 lead. Eight to 2 lead for Valley Center now after the 2-run shot off the bat of Ross. Back to the top of the order, it's Adam Schrag. 2 away now in the bottom of the 6th. Showing bunt is Schrag, it's foul. We're in the bottom of the 6th. There's 2 away. It's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on Schrag. 0-2 delivery. Misses high. It's 1-2. 1-2. Called strike 3. Gillen strikes out Schrag to end the top of the 6th, my bad. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th here on Larks Network after a 2-run shot from Ross. Larks showing the Mud Daubers 8-2. Bottom of the 6th we go. Leading it off is Stratch, and it's his first look at Navarrete. This one misses. It's 1-0 on Stratch. On the day, 2 walks. Came around to score the first run of the game for the Larks. That was in the 4th inning. Larks scored 2. Gangwish came around after he walked. A sacrifice fly from Brannon and a 9 hits for the Mud Daubers. Larks still looking for their first one here. Scoreboard at Larks Park reads 2-0 count on Strachan. 2-1. Navarrete delivers from the windup. Strachan read it well, just couldn't make contact. It's 2-2. Larks scored none through the first 3, 2 in the 4th, none in the 5th. Looking to do something in the 6th. 2 runs for the Mud Daubers in this inning. 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 1st. Off-speed Strachan reads well, and it's the first hit of the ball game for the Larks. He rounds first. He's now 1 for 1 on the day with a single and 2 walks. Leadoff base runner at the plate now is Mikey Gangwish, the 5-hole DH. Gangwish on the day, a line out and a walk, a run scored. He's from Albuquerque, New Mexico, played at the Colorado School of Mines. 2018 Rawlings Regional Player of the Year and First Team All-America in the same year. 2019 preseason All-America, 46 home runs, 186 RBIs, batted .354. 209 hits and a .983 fielding percentage. It's 1-0. He reads this one well, just like Strachan did on the off-speed. Fouls it off himself, off his foot. Shows some pain there, but shrugs it off. He'll be back in the box. Off his ankle, it looks like. That's a painful one. He stretches it out. He'll step back into the left-hander's batter's box. 1-1. This is Gangwish's 3rd year with the Larks. His first year rocking the stash. Says something to the home plate umpire, Randy Jordan. Jordan says something to him. Looked respectful. Gangwish had a smile. The 1-1 delivery to him. He lays off one that misses low. 2-1. He swings at this one, pops it up a mile high, out of sight. Meredith starts to lose it, can't find it, makes the catch for out number 1. Larks got their first hit of the ball game on an Alex Strachan base hit to start this one. Game was just popped up. There's one away runner on first for Sutherland. Grounded out in the fourth, walked in the second. Larks looking to put something together here. Down to their final 11 outs. First delivery to Sutherland. Chopped at the pitcher. Moves to his left. Makes the catch. Throws it over to his first baseman, Lance, for out number 2. Advancing into scoring position is Strachan. Brooke Brannon at the plate now. Teammates with Strachan, who's at second base. At JSU, had a sacrifice fly to driving Gangwish in the fourth. And popped up in the second to Lung. 1 hit for the Larks, 9 for Valley Center. 8 runs for the Mud Daubers, 2 for the Larks. 2 errors for the Larks, none for Valley Center. This one popped up again. It's over the right side. Meredith gives chase. He slides for it. Hits the fence hard. And the padding can't make the catch. Good hustle. His pitcher appreciated. Give him a pat on the shoulder. Randy Jordan hands him back his mask. It'll be 0-1 on Brandon. Valley Center has played deep in the outfield all series long. Anything into the grass, it seems, would get Strachan home. 0-1, misses low. It's 1-1. This one runs inside, almost catches his feet, and it does. Base runners on first and second, and Brandon and Strachan. At the plate now is Hernan Yanez. That's the third time Brand's been hit by a pitch this season. The first time he was, it was in game number 1 of the Valley Center series. Larks were up by 9 in the 7th inning. Bases were loaded. He was hit by a pitch to walk it off. This one catches the inside corner. 0-1 on Yanez. This one runs inside. Merritt doing a nice job keeping Strachan and Brandon at their first and second bases. 1-1. On deck is Matt Cavanaugh in the hole. Andron. Movement in Lark's bullpen. Likely it'll be a day for Gilliland. New pitcher for the 7th. Yanez turns on this one. Fouls it over the left side. 1-2.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
In last night's ball game, Yanez went 0 for 2. He replaced Brooke Brannon at third base. Brannon went 1 for 2 with a run scored. He's at first base. Yanez 0 for 2 with the strikeouts. We'll reset here. Pitcher in the bullpen appears to be Drew Marufo. Talking to him yesterday, he said he was scheduled to pitch tonight. Yanez sends this one up the middle, past the diving glove of Fritish. Strachan runs home. Brandon held at second. It's a 3-8 ball game after the base hit from Yanez. 2 hits for the Larks this game. Both base hits and in this inning. Strachan, that's the second time he scored today. Runners on first and second, and Brannon and Yanez for Matt Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh 0 for 2 on the day. Popped up to Reyes and grounded out to him. Cavanaugh had the night off last night, was scheduled to pitch, didn't come in relief. You heard him on the mic last night. We're still trying to get a Lark up here for the broadcast. 0-1. For Strachan, run score number 5 on the season. RBI for Yanez, number 19. Cavanaugh fouls this one off. It's 0-2. Yanez did a nice job protecting the plate, fouling one off and then sending one up the middle. Cavanaugh, 4th in the league in hits. Has 26 of them, 22 singles, 3 doubles, and a home run. Home run was in his first at-bat in a Larks uniform in Game 1 against the Denver Cougars. Pops this one into shallow right field. Schrag makes the catch on the run for out number 3. Larks ran 2 on base, get 1 in the bottom of the 6th. We'll head to the top of the 7th on Larks Network. Larks trailing the Mud Daubers 8-3.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Top of the 7th we go. Leading it off is Jesus Rojas. 2 for 3 on the day, a double, a single, and reached on an air. New pitcher for the Larks, it's Drew Marufo. First pitch grounded over to Strachan. Makes the play, tags first himself. 1 pitch, 1 out for Marufo. Drew's from Santa Teresa, New Mexico. Played at New Mexico. The Lobo is a righty, tall frame on the bump. First delivery here to the 3-hole Grant Lund, called strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Fouling this one off, it's 0-2. Marufo on the season, this is just his 3rd appearance. Had some arm injury early to kind of delay his season. Back-to-back grounders over to Strachan, tagging the base himself. And it's 2 away.
Shortstop, number 21, Dermot Frederick.
On the season for Marufo, 2 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, ERA of 9 flat, 4 strikeouts. All 4 strikeouts and 2 earned runs and 3 hits in the win against Dodge City. Appeared against the Denver Cougars, pitched 1 inning, no hits allowed, no walks allowed, no strikeouts, no earned runs. 0-1 with 2 away to the cleanup hitter Dermot Freddish, 0-3 on the day, grounded out to Justin Lee in the first, and then Michael Gillen struck him out in the third and then got him looking in the fifth for out number 2. He fouls this one away. It's 1-2. Larks down 5 runs, scored 1 in the 6th inning. Yanez singled, brought home Strachan. 1-2 delivery, a heater that with movement misses low and outside, barely 2-2. He's a redshirt freshman from New Mexico. The 2-2 delivery, a close one. Larks started to walk off the field. Andron in center was headed in. He turns around and jogs back to center. It's full count. The payoff pitch called strike 3 at the bottom part of the plate. Rufo retires his side. 1-2-3. We'll head to the 7th inning stretch here on Larks Network. Larks trailing Valley Center 8-3.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the 7th we go. The 7th inning has been stretched. Leading it off is Drake Andron, called strike 1 on him. Navarrete returning for his 3rd inning of work got Andron to line out to Embry in left field to start the bottom of the 5th. Andron 0-3 on the day, leads the league in hits. Looking for his first one tonight. Larks only have 2 hits, one from Strachan, one from Yanez, both in the 6th inning. This one misses off the plate, 2-1. Andron has speed too, leads the league in stolen bases. Grounds this one over too long at second base, eats it up, toss it over to Luntz for out number 1.
The left fielder, Wyatt Divis.
One away for the 2-hole, the left fielder Wyatt Divis. A ground out, a pop-up, and another ground out, 0-3 on the day. One away, nobody on. Off-speed pitch to him. A dramatic changeup misses outside. 1-0. Oh, it's a swing and a miss from Davis. 1-1. The 1-1 delivery found back at the net. It's 1-2. Large first base coach Steve Sedbrook talking to the base path umpire Doug Clark, Randy Jorn behind the plate. The 1-2, a changeup. Davis reads, send it into left field, foul. Good contact, good power, just looking to straighten it out on the 1-2 delivery here. Navarrete shakes off one for Meredith, agrees on the second one, fires in the 1-2. Davis grounds it over to Lung. The ground out on a changeup. 2 up, 2 down. Larks still trailing 8-3.
The second baseman, Justin Lee.
Back-to-back groundouts too long to start the bottom of the 7th for the Larks. Justin Lee, walk-up song, usually Thunder by Mac Dragon, looking to bring the Thunder to this at bat, create a spark here for the Larks, looking to rally down by 5. Off-speed pitch misses high, it's 1-0. This one catches the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Movement in the Larks bullpen. Looks like Tommy Garcia. This one misses outside and low, 1-2. 2-1, I mean. Base is empty, 2 away. On deck is Strachan, had the first of the game for the Larks. This delivery runs inside, almost catches Justin. It's a hitter's count for him here. Larks took games 1, 2, and 3 this series. This one is lined into center field. It's going to drop a base hit for Justin Lee. He's second in the league in stolen bases. He's an aggressive runner that knows how to manage the base paths. Looking for him to do something here. The Larks down by 5. Strachan coming to the plate.
23, Alex Strachan.
Larks won the first 3 games with a combined run difference of 26 runs. They find themselves down here 5. Navarrete delivers. This one misses inside on Strachan. Strachan's already walked twice tonight. It's 1-0. This one off-speed pitch breaks into the zone, 1-1. 1-1 with 2 away. Justin Lee at first base. On deck is Gangwish. Strachan turns at this one, fouls it over to the left side. It's 1-2. That was the 3rd hit of the game for the Larks. That single from Lee. Mud Daubers have 9. 8 runs for them, 3 for the Larks. 2 errors for Hays, none for Valley Center. 1-2. Strachan reads it well, sends it over the left field side. Line drive, and it's just foul. It's a heartbreaker right there. That was headed to the corner. Lee was at second base. He has speed, could have scored on that one. It's going to be a 1-2 count still with Strachan. Lee going back to first base. One-two delivery. Strachan fouls it off, protecting the plate here. 1-2 delivery, misses inside and low. Strachan working himself back. It's 2-2. Movement in both bullpens. Tommy Garcia now done warming up. 2 in the Mud Daubers bullpen, can't get a number on either of them. And it's a strike 3 for Strachan. Justin Lee stranded on base. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Larks down by 5. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. You're tuned into Larks Network.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Top of the 8th we go. Larks down by 5. New pitcher on the mound is Tommy Garcia. Whips that leg around on his windup, swinging in a foul ball from Vince Lantz. 0-1. Lantz on the day, 1 for 3 with a ground out, a strikeout, and a double. He grounds this one over to Lee for out number 1. Due up for the Larks will be Gangwish, Sutherland, and Brannon in the bottom of this inning. Marufo throws a 1-2-3 inning and is replaced by Garcia. Saw him walking over the concession stand, got himself a bag of popcorn. He'll sit and watch the rest of this game from the dugout. If things hold out, it'll be a win for Trey Schwartz and a loss, number 2, for Michael Gilliland. Unless the Larks can do something here, Garcia loses his hat for one of the many, many times this season. Again, it's 1-2. Excuse me, 1-1 is what the scoreboard reads at Larks Park. Garcia is from Tucson, Arizona, played at Mesa Community College. In his last appearance, it was in Game 2 of this series, a 17-7, Game 1 of this series. Picked up the win through an inning, allowed 2 hits, 2 earned runs, and a walk, 2 strikeouts. Through more than just an inning, though. KCLB website only gives him credit for 1. It's 2-2 now. On the season, Garcia, 5 appearances, 1-0, 9 innings pitched, 9 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, ERA of 2 flats, 2 walks on the season, and 7 strikeouts. It's a full count now. Garcia just finished his sophomore year at Mesa. 2-1 record in 19 appearances, 3 saves, 35 innings pitched, struck out 37. The payoff pitch runs outside. It's a walk for Aaron Girdis. Back-to-back times he's reached base, singled in the 6th, walked here in the 8th.
The left fielder, number 0, Cole Embry.
Cole Embry at the plate now, runner on first with 1 away. Garcia's record at makes, as I said, was 2-1, had an ERA of 2.31. He's been one of the most consistent pitchers for the Larks. Allowed his first earned run in his 5th appearance. He's from Tucson, Arizona. Played against Christian Piercy in high school. And they played together at Pima. Mason Myrie, the other guy from Arizona on the Larks. He's from Oro Valley. Myrie played at Arizona Western with Belbin. Both guys getting the night off. Belbin, speaking of him, this one's grounded right at him in the dugout. Ducking out of the way is him and Christian Piercy. Steve Sedbrook making fun of Belbin as he walks the opposite way after being shocked. Oh and 2. Garcia loses his hat on a strikeout. Two away now. On the season for Garcia, that's strikeout number 8. For Embry, that's his 2nd strikeout on the game. And strikeout number 19 on the season through 46 at-bats. 2-away runner on first for the 8-hole. Nathan Meredith 0 for 3 on the day. A pop-up, a line-out, and a strikeout. Is one strike. Scoreboard reads 1-1 at Larks Park. Garcia gets set, composes himself, fires this one in. It's hit into center field. Andron races to his left and forward, makes the catch on the run for out number 3. Garcia doesn't allow a hit, gets 3 outs, walks a guy. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th here on Larks Network. Larks trailing by 5.
the Larks Network.
Bottom of the 8th, it's Mikey Gangwish leading it off. Navarrete returning to the mound. Gangwish takes this one to right field. It's to the left side of the line. It's going to the corner. Gangwish rounds first. It's a stand-up leadoff double. Crowd starting to feel a comeback here. If any team can do it, it's this one. Down 11-0 in the bottom of the first. In game 1 of the Park City Rangers series, first base coach ejected. Larks refused to go down without a battle. Scored 12 unanswered runs, won at 18-12. Looking to put together something, and Navarrete's going to have to go through the heart of the order. It's Sutherland at the plate now. Gangwish's first hit of the day, 4th for the Larks. This one catches the inside part of the plate on Sutherland, called strike 1. For Gangwish, that's double number 7, ties him for 3rd place in the league in doubles. Oh, 1 runs outside. Sutherland takes a cut at it. Game made contact. It's 0-2. The delivery, the 0-2, it's a swing and a miss for Sutherland. 3-pitch strikeout. You got to give credit to Sutherland at least. The first pitch went inside. He thought it was a ball. He let it. He took it. Umpire called it a strike. He made the adjustments on the fly, expanded his zone. But it's a 3-pitch strikeout for him. On the season, that's strikeout number 12 for him. One away runner at second base, and Mikey Gangwish at the plate is Brooke Brandon, hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Drove in 1 in the 4th inning on a sacrifice fly. The guy he drove in is standing in scoring position right now. One 0 delivery, hits him again. Back-to-back at-bats. Brandon's been hit. That's the 4th time this season. Runners at first and second for Hernan Yanez. In his last at-bat, singled home Strachan. 1 for 2 on the day, strikeout, a single, and a walk. Navarrete still on the mound for the Mud Daubers. He turns on this one, sends it over to the left side, and foul. As Navarrete's a lefty, Yanez gets the opportunity to hit from the right side for once. Oh, 1 with 1 away. Runners on first and second. Misses inside and low. 1-1. Crowd starting to come alive at Larks Park. It started to thin out, but fans still sticking around, trying to see a Larks W take the sweep here against the Mud Daubers. This one misses again. It's 2-1 to Yanez. .25 p.m. with 1 away in the 8th inning here in downtown Hays, Kansas. The 2-1 delivery runs inside, almost catches Yanez. It's a hitter's count for the switch hitter. The 3-1 delivery, he swings at it, took a hack at it, fouls it off. It's a full count. We'll get the payoff pitch here with runners on first and second. On deck is Matt Kavanaugh in the hole, Drake Andrew on the top of the order. The payoff pitch from Navarrete to Yanez, an off-speed one, hits it on the forearm. Bases are loaded back-to-back hit by pitches. And Kevin Tucker coming out of the dugout for the Mud Daubers. We might get a pitching change here in the bottom of the 8th. Bases are loaded with one away for Matt Cavanaugh. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on Larks Network.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. Hays Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. I can't wait to see a home run.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
New pitcher. We'll get to that. This one skied into center field. Racing in is Girdis. He makes the catch, tagging up at third base is Gangwish. He scores run number 4 of the game for the Larks. Daubers lead cut to just 4. Sacrifice fly from Cavanaugh. He'll still sit at 0 for 3 on the day. Top of the order we go. It's Drake Angeron. On first base is Yanez. On second is Brooke Brandon. Both hit by a pitch. The new pitcher is number 8, Tristan Wood. Wood's from Oklahoma, played at Southeastern Oklahoma State. His last appearance on the season was here at Larks Park last night. Through 2 innings, 1 hit, allowed 1 earned run, struck out 1 guy. On the season, ERA of 12 flat, 3 appearances, 0-1. That was to the Kansas Curve, that loss. 6 innings pitched, 8 earned runs, 7 walks, has allowed a home run, and has struck out 5. 2-0 now on Angeron. The 2-0 delivery, Angeron takes a nice swing, and this one fouls it off. 2-1 on the Morgan City, Louisiana native. He'll be playing his college ball at this stadium this fall, joining the Fort Hays State University Tigers and Ryan Reuter. Ryan Reuter, Larks pitcher from Fort Hays. 3-1. Hitters count for Angeron. On deck is Wyatt Divis representing the game, tying run. Larks rallied in the 7th inning of game number 1, scored 9 took the lead and won an 8, 17-7. Three-one delivery, runs outside. It's a 5-pitch walk for Andron. Bases are loaded with one away for Wyatt Divis. Divis due for a hit, 3 ground outs, all too long, and a pop-up to left field to Embry. Divis on his season, due for a home run. Has one triple, 6 doubles, 12 singles, still looking for that first home run, 27 total bases. Coming in this one, hitting .328. 4-0 on the bump, looking to help Garcia pick up his second win of the series. This one is hit into center field. Diving is Girdis. He can't make the play. Brandon comes around to score. Andron is sent home. The throw is cut off by Fredish. It's an 8-7 ball game after an RBI double, clearing the bases and Wyatt Divis. It's rolled a hit. It's a 1-run game here in Hays, Kansas. Girdis laid out for that one. Couldn't reel it in and will take it.
The second baseman.
3 RBIs for Divis. That's his second time Gangwish has scored today. RBIs for Divis on the season. Numbers 17, 18, and 19. Runs scored for Gangwish today, adding to his leading total, number 26. The guy in second place is Jared Belbin. In the league, he has 25. Brandon scoring his first run of the game on the season. That's number 9. And Yanez coming around to score his 13th run of the year. And Andron scoring run number 23. 0-1 to the guy who hit the grand slam in late game in game 1. This one runs in, almost catches his helmet. It's 1-1. Momentum starting to swing here. Larks fans feeling it. The Larks players feeling it. There's finally an energy that was missing in the stadium. It's hit into left field. Frank Leo waves his arm home. The throw. Rojas cuts it off. Divis slides in safe. We've got a tie ball game. Larks score 6 in this inning to tie it up at 8. It's an RBI single for Justin Lee. Scoring is Divis. At first base now with one away is Justin Lee. And coming up to the plate is Alex Strachan. He ended the last inning. And a new pitcher already, no outs for Wood. Will take a break here after the exciting 8th inning. We'll return with one away, runner on first, tie ball game.
the Larks Network.
Up to bat is Strachan. Justin Lee at first base. New pitcher is number 36, Connor Elliott. He's from Woodland Park, Colorado. Took his talents to Yuba Community College in California. It's 1-0 on Stratch. For RBI, Justin Lee on the season. That's number 28. Adding to his already league-leading total, it's 2-0 on Strachan. Strachan, 2 walks, a single, and a strikeout. Larks scored 5 in this inning, tying this one up. Half 6 hits versus the Mud Daubers 9. Strachan sends this one up the middle. Friedrich tosses it too long for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the 9th here, tie game, 8-8. We'll be right back here on Larks Network. Don't go anywhere.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Top of the 9th we go. It's an 8-8 ball game. Returning to the mound is Tommy Garcia. Larks went through 9 hitters, scored 5 runs. First delivery here to Ross is strike 1 called. If Larks can get something across in the bottom 9th, it'll be win number 2 on the season for Garcia. Picked up the win in game 1 of this 4-game series. This is game 4 tonight. Larks won the first 3, looking for the sweep here. They came back down 8-3 entering the 8th inning. In fact, they were down 8-2 entering the 6th. Scored 1 the 6th, none the 7th. Tied it up. We're 8-8 all here from Larks Park. Delivery from Garcia, fouled off. 1-2. Garcia goes from the windup. This one runs outside on the heater. 1-2. 2-2, I mean. Scoreboard now reads 1-2. It's 2-2. The 2's delivery. Garcia, a righty from the windup. Ross fouls this one. And we'll go 2-2 again. Ross on the day, 2 for 3, a double and a home run. This one's popped over the right side. Strachan gives it chase. It's just over the dugout for the Mud Daubers. 2-2 again. We'll reset. 9 hits for the Mud Daubers, 6 for the Larks. Finally got their first one in the 6th inning from Alex Strachan. Garcia loses his hat again. It's full count. The payoff pitch. Garcia to Ross. It's a swing and a miss. Losing his hat again. It's Garcia. He'll pick it up and put it back on with one away.
Top of the Valley Center, batting order, the right fielder, number 1, Adam Schrag.
Back to the top of the order. It's Adam Schrag. Singled in the first. Came around to score the first run of the ball game. Garcia misses this one outside, 1-0. The 1-1 with one away. Garcia. I think we need to get him a new hat. It's 2-1. Drag coming in this one, hitting .350. Swings, hits this one over to the right side. Strachan gets to it. He'll tag the bag himself. Calls off Garcia for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 3,
Jesus Rojas at the plate now. Doubled in the first, came around to score, singled in the third, reached on an air in the 5th, and then grounded out to Strachan in the 7th. 2 away, nobody on for the 2-hole. He's from Venezuela, going up against a guy from Tucson, Arizona. Garcia from the windup. This one at the bottom part of the zone. Rojas takes strike 1. Rojas, excuse me. On 1 delivery, just outside. Yanez tries to frame it. It's 1-1. We'll likely see Connor Meredith back to finish the 9th inning on the mound for the Mud Daubers. 1-1, a swing and a miss got Rojas ahead of the changeup. It's 1-2. Larks fans coming alive here. It's 9:45 p.m. here in downtown Hays, Kansas at Larks Park. One, two, Garcia. Hat lost again. This one misses outside and low, 2-2. Delivery 2s. This one's grounded over to the left side. Brandon gets to it, makes a throw off a hop. A nice play. Garcia thanks his third baseman. A 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th. Larks looking to do something. Due up is Mikey Gangwish. Larks and Mud Daubers tie today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here for the bottom of the 9th.
to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the ninth, tie ball game. Larks scored 5 in the bottom of the 8th. Garcia got the Mud Daubers to go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 9th. We're set up for a great end to this game. Mikey Gangwish, the power hitting DH tonight, leading it off. It's 1-0. Connor Meredith returning to the mound for the 9th inning. Retired the last out of Alex Strachan to end the 8th. 1-0 on Gangwish. Gangwish fouls this one back to the net. It's 1-1. Meredith, his last appearance was against the Larks in Game 1. Through an inning, allowed 5 earned runs, 4 hits, 1 walk, 2 home runs, both multiple runs driven in. 3-run shot from De Leon and a grand slam from Justin Lee. On the season, a 4.09 ERA. Hadn't allowed a single earned run until that appearance. 11 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. 2-2 reads the scoreboard here at Larks Park to Mikey Gangwish. Meredith shakes off the sign. Elliott shakes off the sign from Meredith. It's a strike 3 call to Gangwish. So 1 away with nobody on for George Sutherland, due for a hit. He's 0 for 3 on the day with a walk. Connor Elliott from Woodland Park, Colorado, played his community college ball in California at Yuba. Elliott's delivery to Sutherland misses high, 1-0. This one misses as well. It's 2-0. Larks need just 1 run to win it here in the 9th. This one runs outside, 3-0. Sutherland's taking all the way. He started to throw his bat, held up. It was called strike 1. He just nodded his head. He is a humble young man that's great at baseball. He's a St. Louis commit. The 3-1, he turns on it, steams into right field. Schrag makes the catch on the line drive for out number 2. So up with 2 away in the bottom of the 9th, Brooke Brannon hit by a pitch in his last 2 at-bats. We're under the lights here, 9:49 p.m. in Hays, Kansas. Wind moving in barely from center field now. It's cooled off around 70 degrees here. Brandon line drives this one over to the left side of the field. Rojas dives. It's off his glove. Brandon rounds first, heads for second. The throw is not in time. Long does not agree with it. He's going to argue with the base paths umpire, Doug Clark. Kevin Tugger coming out of the dugout for the Mud Daubers. We'll see what this chat's about. From my angle, it looked like Brandon was safe and it was the correct call. Mud Daubers think differently. It's a runner in scoring position with 2 away. Earl has had good reactions to it, and Brandon's going to get a pinch runner. It's Jared Belbin. Belbin celebrated his birthday in Game 1 of this series. In his first at-bat as a 19-year-old, had a triple.
And the run at second base, Jared Belbin.
Belbin on the base paths this season for the Larks is aggressive. He has 8 stolen bases, only been caught once. Likely won't send him here, but there's 2 away, and he's already on second base. It's Hernan Yanez at the plate now. He was hit by a pitch in the 8th. 1, swing of the bat, something into the grass, could end it here, give the Larks the sweep. Time is called. Meredith gonna go talk to Elliott. On deck is Matt Kavanaugh if necessary. Yanez, the first delivery from Elliott to him. Righty versus switch hitter. Yanez hitting from the left side. Swings at this one, looking to end the game on that swing. Tips it off. It's 0-1. He swings at this one. Rojas gets it at third base. He's going to tag Belbin for out. Number 3, they're going to say he's safe. Kevin Tucker coming out of the dugout again. Freddish arguing with him. Belbin had a nice swim move. They're going to say he's safe. Every Mud Dauber surrounding Doug Clark on the base paths for this one. Belbin had a swim move. Couldn't tell if he got tagged or not. Kevin Tucker can't afford to get ejected. He's the only coach for the Mud Daubers. And in the meantime, Yanez advanced to second base. Heads up from Yanez. And Tucker's been tossed. No coaches for the Mud Daubers anymore. Not sure how they're going to do pitching changes now without a coach. Runners on second and third. For Matt Kavanaugh. Homered in his first at-bat in the Larks uniform. Looking to create some Larks magic here. 2 in scoring position with 2 away. Kavanaugh's last at-bat, a sacrifice fly. Up until that point, he was 0 for 3 on the day. Still 0 for 3. Third in the league in hits. Fourth in the league in hits. Justin Lee now tied in the lead with Drake Angeron, both with 34. Valley Center fans and supporters not agreeing with that one. Kevin Tucker out into the bullpen, which he's going to go talk to his pitcher out there, which I'm not a giant expert, but I'm 100% sure you can't do that. The 1-0 swung on, hit over to the right side, and it's foul. Belbin swim move proven costly for the Mud Daubers. This one's hit over the third base. Rojas makes a throw over to first base in time for out number 3. Mud Daubers celebrating like they just won the World Series. We'll head to the top of the 10th here, tied at 8. There was an overrule, and I don't believe it. They called Matt Kavanaugh safe. It'll be a walk-off on a delay. Kavanaugh safe. They said they didn't get him on the tag. Larks celebrate out and left field. They win it 9-0 on the walk-off. Controversial ending. Daubers not agreeing with it. Nothing they can do. Larks sweep the series here in Larks Park. 4-0 here. Larks win it 9-8 in 9 innings. I don't believe it. Tommy Garcia picking up the win. Larks celebrating. Daubers in disbelief, still yelling at the umpire. Now yelling at the Larks coaching staff. We'll shake hands here from Larks Park. It's a 9-8 win final for the boys in the white vest. So Kavanaugh rolled safe. It's an RBI walk-off for him. It's a single. Controversial here. We'll take it. Rojas unhappy over the right side. Calms himself down, shows good sportsmanship, goes and shakes Belbin's hand. Belbin went straight to him. He had that swim move, ruled safe. At third base, he was a game-winning run. Larks win it 9-8. They improve to 18-4 on the season, 12-0 in South Central Division play, 17-3 in KCLB play, and they're still tied with the BJs for the lead in the Jayhawk West. Tommy Garcia, 2-0, both wins in this series. Kavanaugh walks it off. Mud Daubers making some motions to the fans. They'll walk off Rojas after that tag that didn't get called out, that he didn't agree with, and that throw that was overturned. Being a great sport, you got to commend the young man for that. Shaking every Larks member's hand, every coach's hand, and then without walking off, he's going to go over and talk to head coach Frank Leo. Controversial ending. Larks win it, sweeping the series 12-0. We'll be off tomorrow night and Thursday night. We'll have a 4-game series against the BJs starting Friday night. I won't be on the call here on Larks Network. I'll be out of town. Taylor Wassinger will take over the duties for this 4-game series. Larks win it here tonight, 9-8. You've been tuned into Larks Network. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Carson Ackerman on the call. Good night.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. Hays Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad